talk a little bit about, so after that, through college, what was your interest? Because you seem to really like the training aspect. Did that coincide with your interest for school and academics, your major? And how did that kind of play out?
Yeah, so my college did not offer any sort of exercise physiology. I would have had to create my own major, which was a possibility, but it's something that I chose to not pursue. I tend to be a little bit more numbers and analytical oriented. So I ended up majoring in economics. The thought process was that I would get done with college and then potentially go into teaching and coaching. So I had a minor in education as well. And now I don't use either. Well, I guess I do use both of those degrees, but not in the way that they were intended to be used.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it didn't quite line up perfectly, but I think it was a good experience to get training outside of just your field.
Yes. No, I think that's super versatile too. And I mean, it's interesting too, because you wanted to go into teaching possibly. And yeah, you might not be teaching in a classroom kind of environment, but I know you're teaching and training a lot of clients. So a lot of those things, it does translate over or transfer over to whatever profession you're doing, right? To help people and teach them along the way. So as you progress through college, did you play baseball all of your years there, or how did that kind of shift or play out?
Yeah. So I played all 4 years. The first few years were a struggle to find consistent playing time. Again, I felt like I was being asked to do certain things and then being punished for not having statistics to show that I was good enough to be on the field. And then I don't know how valuable it would be, but I did have a mindset shift kind of in my senior year. So I think one of the things is I was very compliant as an athlete, always. And that continues to this day. But one of the things is when we got to competition, I would be asked to do something like bunt the runner over or runner at third base, and I'm hitting a ball to the second base. So I get the RBI and it goes as an 0 for 1 in the scorebook, right? And I remember having a bunch of games where I would go 1 for 4 with 2 ground outs to the second baseman because that's what I was asked to do. And then 0 for 3, but 2 sacrifice bunts because that's what I'm asked to do. And then all of a sudden I don't see the field for 2 weeks. And it's like, wait, 5 of the 8 at-bats that I had were very productive according to what you asked me to do, but my stats don't say that they were productive. So why am I getting benched? And that kind of continued through sophomore and junior year. And then my senior year, we're playing the very best team in our conference, right? They're consistently top 10 in the country. They still are to this day. And I struck out on 3 straight pitches that I thought were balls, and all were called strikes. And I got yanked immediately. And I was like, I'm tired of playing this passive game of doing things exactly how he wanted. So I'm just going to go play, have fun, enjoy the process. And for whatever reason, that switch kind of flipped. And just the freeing nature of not caring anymore, still trying, but not attached to the results anymore, and just doing things the way that I wanted to do them made a huge difference, both in my enjoyment for the game and then production on the field. So that was finally the year that I was able to stay on the field and start through most of the year until I got injured, which was a very common theme for me. But yeah, most of the games I was able to play.